Before we dive in, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. You don't want to miss the incredible stories and hidden treasures we uncover here. Every week, we reveal items that could completely change your perspective on collecting, investing, and the untold history hiding in everyday objects. Trust me, you'll want to be part of this journey. Now, imagine holding something that seems ordinary in your hand. Something that millions of people might walk past every day without a second thought. A coin. Small, worn, familiar. Yet, in its quiet presence lies a story that stretches across continents, decades, and generations. This isn't just any coin. Today, we are talking about a 5-cent piece from South Africa, minted in 1975. But what makes this coin remarkable isn't just its age, or the metal it's made of, it's the history it carries and the unbelievable value it holds for those who know where to look. The 1970s were a time of change, of tension, of milestones that shaped the modern world. In South Africa, coins like this one were part of everyday life, slipping through pockets, jingling in cash registers, appearing in piggy banks. Most people would see it, spend it, and never think twice. But for collectors and history enthusiasts, this tiny artifact is a portal to another era. It's a reminder of what life was like decades ago and how small, often overlooked details can grow into something extraordinary. Now, let's talk about craftsmanship. When you look at a coin like this, it's more than a piece of currency, it's a piece of artistry. The design, the mint mark, the subtle details etched into metal, all of it tells a story. Each line, each symbol, was carefully created, and over time, these coins became not just functional objects, but cherished keepsakes. Collectors are drawn to coins like this because they represent a moment frozen in history, a tactile connection to the past that can be held, examined, and admired. And here's where it gets interesting. Not all coins are created equal. Some coins, even from the same year and mint, can hold vastly different values. Factors like rarity, condition, and even subtle variations in the design can transform a coin from common to priceless. For those of you who've collected for decades, this is a familiar thrill, the discovery that something you thought was ordinary could actually be extraordinary. Consider this. A coin that passed through countless hands, survived the wear of everyday life, and now sits in your collection, or could sit in yours, might be worth exponentially more than its face value. That's the magic of coin collecting. It's not just about money, it's about history, legacy, and the thrill of uncovering something few people will ever experience. Imagine telling your friends, your family, that you possess a coin minted in 1975, from South Africa. A small piece of metal that has witnessed decades of change, yet has the power to connect you to something larger than yourself. This isn't a story you hear every day, and it's not a coin you'll find in just any collection. It's rare, it's captivating, and it commands attention from collectors around the world, but let's not rush. The journey of this coin is what makes it fascinating. From the moment it left the mint in 1975, it began a quiet adventure. Perhaps it rested in someone's pocket for a special purchase, maybe it sat in a drawer, forgotten for years, or maybe it was part of a meticulous collection. Each scratch, each patina tells a story. Each mark adds character, turning an everyday object into a conversation starter, a piece of living history. For men aged 55 to 65, this story resonates on another level. Many of you remember coins from decades past, the way money felt in your pocket, the coins that jingled as you bought your first car, your first house, your first beer at a pub with friends. This coin isn't just currency, it's nostalgia. It's a bridge to your youth, to a world you might remember with clarity, or perhaps with a fond, hazy sentimentality. And that emotional connection, combined with rarity, is what makes collecting these coins so thrilling. Now, here's where it gets truly remarkable. For those who understand the coin's history, its condition, and its rarity, the 5-cent coin from 1975 is not just a collectible, it's a treasure. A coin that could sit unnoticed in a drawer or album could, in the right hands, be valued at an astonishing $7 million. Yes, you heard that right. $7 million. Think about that for a moment. A coin that once seemed ordinary, that most people would toss into a piggy bank or lose under a sofa cushion, could today be worth more than most people earn in a lifetime. It's a powerful reminder that history hides in plain sight, and that paying attention to the little things can lead to extraordinary discoveries. And this is not just about money. It's about respect for the past, for the generations who came before us, and for the incredible stories embedded in seemingly mundane objects. Holding this coin, or even seeing one, allows you to connect with decades of history, to touch a piece of the world as it once was, and to appreciate the skill, the artistry, and the journey that brought it to you. So, as we wrap this up, remember why this coin is special. It's not just a small piece of metal from South Africa. It's a portal to a bygone era, a symbol of craftsmanship and history, and for some, a life-changing treasure. And if you've enjoyed this journey, if you love uncovering hidden stories and discovering incredible treasures, make sure you subscribe and stay tuned. You never know what ordinary-looking item might be hiding extraordinary value just waiting to be revealed. And finally, the moment we've been building toward, the 1975 South African 5-cent coin, piece that has passed quietly through decades of history, could be valued today at $7 million. $7 million for a coin that started as a simple tool for everyday transactions, now transformed into a legendary collector's treasure. Keep that in mind next time you glance at a coin. It might just be worth more than you ever imagined.
Picture a time of change, the early 70s in South Africa, a nation grappling with its identity, its politics, its people. The 5-cent coin was in all pockets then, everyday money for shillings and cents, for buying bread or paying for a ride or giving change at the market. On one side stands the coat of arms used in that era. Heraldic beasts, symbolic shields, fanning spears, a testament to colonial legacy, national pride, tradition. On the other face is the blue crane, elegant, poised, a long-legged bird native to the land, graceful in flight or standing still, bearing quiet dignity. That bird image isn't just decoration, it was meant to connect citizens to the land, to nature that endures amidst upheaval over the decades. Many of these coins passed through hands, tossed in jars, piggy banks, pocketed until smooth. Most show wear, edges rounded, relief faded, shine gone. Yet among those countless coins lie rarities. Coins struck with tiny minting errors, perhaps a misplaced time mark, a double strike, a misalignment in the legend, or even blank spots where the engraving didn't quite reach. Maybe some were plain proofs, specimens struck for display or archive, with finishes far more polished and detail far more crisp than the workhorse circulation pieces. Those ones become the kind of objects collectors thrill over, because errors are like fingerprints, each one unique, unrepeatable. Condition plays a massive role. A coin with sharp raised details, no major damage, unworn rims, clean surfaces, original luster, these grab attention. Lower grade coins are fascinating too, telling stories of use, journey, travel through decades, but for that rare collector market, excellence is rewarded. If you are lucky enough to find a proof version of the 1973 5 cents, especially one with an error or unusual finish, you may well hold the cream of the crop. Some collectors dream of merely finding one of these in mint state. Others spend lifetime studying variations, time marks, minor differences between coins produced in different months or by different mint batches. They pore over auction catalogs, examine lighting to check surface texture, edge integrity, strike sharpness. They know how even a tiny scratch or a subtle discoloration can make or break value. They expect certificates of authenticity. They consider provenance, where the coin has been before, owned by another collector, included in a famous collection, verified when sold at a recognized auction. It becomes less about the metal, less about the face value. It becomes about the story, the scarcity, the perfection. A rare flaw in a coin that few ever saw, a bird whose feathers still show every line, the coat of arms where every leaf, every crest, every scroll of motto stands crisp. Those are the kind of features that send pulses racing in the numismatic world. Imagine two collectors at an auction. One picks up a worn 1973 5 cents, edges soft, bird nearly flat, prone to nicks. That coin might sell for a modest amount, maybe tens or hundreds, depending on demand. The other bids on a coin that seems almost brand new, edge sharp, coin bright, detail sharp, perhaps an error, maybe the lettering slightly off, maybe the rim thicker, maybe some die crack that shouldn't be there but makes it unique. That coin becomes the star. The bidding climbs. Rivals race paddles back and forth until one person wins. Because of such rarity, such desirability, such condition, some of these coins have been subject of heated bidding. Collectors who know what they want, what looks clean, what finish is exceptional, what era is documented, will pay not just for the coin itself but for the prestige. You don't just own a piece of metal, you own proof of history, proof of careful craftsmanship, proof of chance. When expert numismatists inspect the 1973 5 cents coin, they examine minute detail, strike quality, clarity of the blue crane's tail feathers, perfection of the coat of arms scrollwork, depth of relief, consistency of metal alloy color, weight, diameter, rim symmetry. They confirm there are no signs of cleaning, overcleaning, dulls, scratches obscure original surfaces. They search for the untouched surface, the natural patina or sheen that shows age without abuse. Then they compare it to known examples, to photographs, to past auction records. They verify authenticity, because history has its fakes too. Replicas or altered coins that try to mimic rare variants exist, and the difference between a real error piece-proof coin and a clever imitation can mean hundreds of thousands of dollars. Imagine then, holding such a top-tier example in your hand. A 1973 5 cents coin, in flawless condition, possibly proof, with a rare error, maybe a misprint in the inscription, maybe doubling, maybe a striking anomaly documented in numismatic literature. That coin could be worth far more than you ever expected. Some collectors keep such pieces stored under glass, framed, catalogued, sometimes insured. They might never spend it. The value is in ownership, in rarity, in being one of the few who hold something truly exceptional.